Billionaires, $100 million yachts, $1 million cars, street parties, and absolute views for days. Welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm Anthony and I travel the globe searching out the coolest automotive experiences, so be sure to like and subscribe. Welcome to the most prestigious race on the calendar and a bucket list item for me. We go exploring all over the track, from the grandstand areas to van zones, and even down in the marina. We even come across a couple of drivers. So let's jump in. This is Monaco Grand Prix 2024. Welcome to the south of France. We're here for the Monaco Grand Prix, probably the most prestigious Grand Prix on the calendar. We're currently in Nice. It is Friday. We're about to head to the track. So let's go. The train in Monaco takes between 20 and 25 minutes, costs €4.90, and you can get them through an app on your phone. Not quite sure what's going on here. There is a lot of people lined up. I hope that's not for the train. So they seem to be directing everyone out here somewhere. So maybe that line is the line for the train. If it was, we may have messed this one up, because this line does not look ideal at all. On-track action sort of kicks off in the next hour and a bit, or maybe they're doing ticket checks here or something. Probably looks like we may be 1 or 2 trains away from actually getting there. Nice station for you. It's quite nice. Train stations in Europe are always so grand. At least these trains have got bathrooms in them. Okay, we made it. Now, to find which grandstand and which direction we're going. Because there's 2 different ways. You can either go down that way or you can go out this way. We're in B today. So that is here. Casino. So just before you go out of the station here, it's like a security checkpoint. Check your bags. It's interesting. It's not inside the track. It's here. So it's going to be interesting because each day we're in a different grandstand. So we're really going to get a good taste of what this Grand Prix is like. Now on a bit of a stroll to this entry gate, I can see the signs. This is B, straight down this way. So we're going the right way at least. Okay, so here we are. Grandstands. No people on the nice grass. I mean, it is very nice grass. Now, isn't this the spot? Looks like we got the scan in, scan out things on the ticket, but what a spot. Oh, that was cool. We're gonna go find the track map and check out the different areas now. This is the food area, so hot dog, chicken club baguette, pizzas. All right, next up. Ooh, what do we got here? Well, it's definitely quite the vibe up in here. 1 McLaren, 2 McLaren, 3 McLarens, and have a look at that centre. Now that's the one that was used in all the promotional stuff for the livery for this weekend for the team. That is so sick to see. I'm so keen to see the cars on track looking like that today. And then over here we've got a 750S. Quite a nice vehicle. So I'm sure that is not going to be the last supercar, hypercar that we see here in Monaco. So unlike most events where the fan precinct is actually inside the circuit, this time it's outside. This fan precinct is definitely a little bit different. Not a great deal of merch though, to be honest, in here. None of the new McLaren merch. What's going on with that? Oh my, we found them again. Every race they've been there, cheering on Perez. So up in here you got the sim racing, you got the official Monaco merch here, driver selfie, reaction challenge, all the stuff that you would normally see in the fan zone areas. And this is all free And accessible to anyone, even if you don't have a ticket. And architecture in these parts of the world is just amazing, isn't it? I mean, how cool does it look? What a spot. It's like fortified walls out there as well. So in this part here, you got a supermarket. I'm sure you can get all sorts of stuff off. And let's have a look. The whole variety of Red Bulls. This green one goes hard. I might have to get me one of these. And they've actually got some stuff that's kind of pre-made here. And if you want to eat at a restaurant, there's the Italian just there. And ice cream in there. Now we found what looks like a news agency. Tourist hats. Oh, Monaco Grand Prix hats. Get your local newspapers. Bit of this, bit of that. For context actually, this Red Bull in that shop was €2.50. At the area with our grandstand, it was €10. They've got this street partially closed off here. This is Rue Grimaldi. And this particular street has a whole range of shops and merch, as I can see now. So my hunt for the McLaren tees does not seem to be going too well. And so there's a Lotus dealer, basically right in the city centre. There's also a Honda dealer. Alright, so that's this queue here. This is to get into the grandstand. We go down there, around, zigzag back this way and up over the hill. Jeez Louise. First practice session. Here we are. The first session, those McLaren cars look absolutely unreal. Anyway, this is the casino. Pretty cool spot if you ask me. I mean, look at the architecture of these buildings, it's so cool. And you got the casino. Obviously, the front of the casino is closed off for now. When they reopen the roads later, I guess maybe some stuff opens. So it's normally where you see all the exotic cars parked over there. But as you see, she goes back a bit. It's quite a big grandstand here. You might be wondering, how much is it to be in this grandstand? Well, they're all different amounts for different days. So today being Friday, this particular ticket is €135. Finishing off Friday with a bit of action on the courses. There's 24 of them out there. Absolutely sending it through. Oh, how about that? Shaheen, Australian Porsche driver over here in the Super Cup, crashed, red flag, end of session. That is it for the on-track action on Friday. What do we do now? Should we go explore? Keep in mind. So this has got to be a pretty sick view up here. I mean, have a look at this. So we are basically right above the sort of train station area, but you can see right down there, right into where all the boats are. Tell you what, how can one not be inspired looking down into that? I mean, look at the size of some of these things. They're bloody like cruise ships. Shops down here look like they got some interesting stuff. Check this one out. Looks like it's got some memorabilia of sorts. Trains are a little bit packed heading out tonight. Damn. I guess we're on the tram now.
Ready, stop. Oh, we see here, guys.
Welcome, we're down here Saturday. And check this. Come across some cool exotic cars and have a look at this thing in here. Now, Dallara Stradales are made by Dallara, the people who make the Indy cars. Pretty cool. Vehicle. Looks like they're selling a bunch of tickets in here. And then these buildings here, panorama. So they have like apartments that are turned into like suites up the top. And that's a separate package and a separate ticket, because obviously that's outside the track precinct. Well, there is a hell of a lot more people here today. Everyone's here, even the dogs are here. And we are in L grandstand today. So let's head that way and see what we can find. For those who are wondering too, you can pick tickets up when you get here. That is the place. The Automobile Club of Monaco. It's on Via Grimaldi, which is the main strip. But that there is where you can pick your tickets up if you don't have them already pre-arranged. You see people here selling merch and selling all sorts of cool stuff. The old helmets. Have to attempt to find where L is. There's E, K, H. You seem to have lost L. I think we might have gone completely the wrong way. Well, we found it. We found it. L. Let's go. It's half an hour till FP3 now. I think F3 is just finished. So, right through. And away we go. I feel like we're super close to the podium here. I'll put the GoPro up. Don't know what you saw there, but I'm sure there was something. So that's our grandstand for today. This looks interesting. And you can already see all of the boats behind us up over there. Some vibes here. So we are here. And have a look at this. Well, don't we have the view for today? Whoa, far out. What a view here. We've got all the boats up in here. To be honest, I actually thought some of the boats were a bit closer than what they are. But they're still, I guess, somewhat close. And there's the one with the Bugatti too. And so you can basically see down there, straight through here. What a spot. Time for some Formula 2 now. Let the chaos begin. Flag here in the Formula 2 session. So let's have a scope of this area that we're in. So we're down here in the L grandstand, as you can see, and the views here are unreal. I mean, at the exit of the swimming pool section, so if you actually manage to get seats along this row, you get the best view, because not only do you get to see all that, but you get to see sort of up there too, which is where all the boats are, well, some of them anyway. And then have a look at these ones up here. These people up there have got some sick views in those apartments. So again, we're only here in this grandstand for today. How much, you ask? 315 euros. So it's about 500 Aussie dollars. Pretty worth it, I'd say, to be here. We've already seen a bunch. We saw somebody hit the wall there in F2. Bottas hit the wall there, so we're seeing action here. Time for qualifying now. Charles on pole in Monaco. 5 fans will be happy with that. We've got all the boats over here. Got the horns going wild. So check this, they're doing the interviews on the top over there where those white tents are on the roof.
We can see the momentum, coming with the team everywhere.
There we go.
Remember that the action gets underway.
Well, to finish off our day, we decided to head down to the bay there once they open the track and have a look at some of these yachts. And what a beautiful spot to spend your Saturday evening. We've got more down here too. It just goes on and on. This is probably the best spot. The spot over the back, you didn't really get a great view, but this is right on it. You got track, boats, and as you can see, the view is pretty decent. What is going on here? Santa Claus has made an appearance at the Formula One. Have a look at this. It's that time where we walk the track. So up on top of the Fairmont, we've got these grandstands. Look at them. And well, to cap it off, Charles Leclerc just leaving the track wherever he was. He's down. They're running down there. You see them? They're running and nobody catches them. Whoa! Speaking of crazy things, have a go at this. So just off Rascas, there's a Bugatti dealer. As you can see, the night's just kicking off here in Monaco. We're going to go and see what's happening up at the casino, see if we can see some fancy cars, check it all out. Obviously the boats are pumping. I hear a lot of glass, a lot of people getting on the drinks. Oh, we made it to the spot out the front of the casino, and looks like us and everybody else is here to suss out what's going on. We've got a fountain that's just pulled up, a couple of nice cars here. Good morning, it is a race day here in Monaco and we are just going to grab a feed beforehand, and it may do our theme of healthy eats at the track. Now let's check it out. I got these salad bowls. I think that's what we're going to go. Chicken salad bowl acquired. Now, I'm going to go scope out the fan zone area quickly and then straight to our seats. Today we are in the O grandstand, which is in the outside of the pool. Surprisingly enough too, the train this morning wasn't overly crowded, which is a surprise considering it's race day here. Even at this early stage, sims are going off, people queuing. I mean, look, people have even got their spots down in here. So this part in here too, remember, there's no ticket needed. You don't need a ticket to the event at all to be in here. So that is probably why people are camping out. And in the fan zone area too, we've come across this little food court area. It's like some random building, but you see they got all sorts of breads and they got salads and everything. Oh wow. I'll tell you one thing at this track you struggle to find, and that is them. Toilets. They're not really in abundance, and the grandstand we were at yesterday didn't really seem to have any near it either. The other thing I must notice too, being Europe, things on Sunday aren't exactly open early. When we left this morning to Nice, we tried to go to the supermarket. It's not open. It opens at like 9 or 10 or something like that. And so before 8, you're not going to find much. Interestingly enough, the Formula One shop is open. Now let's go and have a look inside. This looks like my sort of shop. Plenty of die-cast here. Look at all these. That Porsche is sick. Look at that. It's even got some cool World Rally gear here too. Check out all this. Even the NASCAR. Oh, look at those trucks. Now they're sick. Here's a cool piece of memorabilia. Look at that. Wow. Look at these hats. Miami hat. Ooh. I've got everything in here. What a cool spot. Great for any fan to get that unique item. Bam. Anyway, 20 minutes now to Formula 2 race. We got to hustle because we didn't even know where we're going. It's like, oh, it's supposedly down this road. Looks like we're passing the police building. What's going on with this statue? What is this all about? Random. So it looks like O's down that way. But there's a better sign. Well, F2's off. We have unfortunately missed the start, but is what it is. Got distracted at model shops as usual. So this, if you recall last night we were walking along, that's the Rascas, and all down there was where they were having all the parties and the stuff that went till probably close to midnight, I think. Oh, and look what we got here. Ample amounts of bathrooms. Well, this is the first grandstand area I've come across this weekend that actually has this. And so now, oh, the spot. This is where we walk to go to our grandstand, which is just over there, right next to the track. Well, not a bad view here. It's a pretty sick spot. Don't get the views of the boats like you do over there, but it is pretty damn sick here. Time to eat and watch F2. What a race that F2 was. And we've migrated over here to check out these boats down in here. I mean, suss this. This one here, they got a swimming pool on it, got a Bugatti on that one, and then if you sort of see down there, that's the Bugatti dealership we passed yesterday after the Rascas corner. Can only imagine how much mooring would be this weekend here. It'd be bloody chaos, wouldn't it? And here's our race winner. Okay, we've gotten down near the boats now. Porsches are finished. Now we can have a look at the biggest ones here at the Grand Prix. I mean, look how small I am compared to these things. Let's go and scope out these super yachts, mega yachts, whatever you want to call them. So behind us here, we have a Ferrari Monza SP2. Look at that, with a nice backdrop of some yachts. boat that everyone's been talking about. There she is. So behind us here we have Lawrence Stroll's super yacht. This thing is worth cha-ching, $282 million. And look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. They got the tender there. Everyone's got Aston Martin hats on. And they're absolutely loving life. And so we found ourselves an American too. Over here we got Wes.
Yeah.
And he's from Florida.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good old sunny Florida.
Oh, sunny Florida. It's about as hot here as it is in Florida.
There you go. And we're scoping. We're plotting and scheming just how we're going to get on this thing later tonight. But there's a lot here and there's a lot of money. And obviously, it's a private yacht. So, you ain't bored than that. Now we got the drivers parade. Alright, so what's your impressions on Monaco?
The wealth here is just insanity. I can't comprehend it.
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
I feel so small.
Yeah, it is a bit like that. No matter how much money you have, everyone here seems to have more and you feel poor. But it's motivating as hell. And it's a good environment to be around. So up under these grandstands, it's a bit chaotic. So this is under the T grandstands, which is basically facing directly into pit lane. Okay, up in the grandstand, countdown is on, 25 minutes to the race. Crowds are packed. Look at this whole grandstand over here, absolutely chockers. And McLaren on the front row. Can't get much better than that, can ya? There we go, Monaco anthem. Up. Oh, red flag. Wow, that's a huge accident. Perez's car has no freaking wheels. Oh, it's time to go back racing. 15-minute delay while they cleaned up the track. Drivers in, come around. Let's go, take two. God, Oscar. The crowd's loving that. You got all the boats in the background sounding their horns. What a vibe. So we're not used to seeing like a Formula One transport parade, but we've got all the trucks coming from another part of the track here, down in Monaco. Aston Martin, we've got everyone down here. There's McLaren. McLaren doesn't look as fancy, to be fair. And then have a look at the Ferrari truck behind it. So it seems like they're going onto the pit straight, I'm guessing to load up everything from the pit lane. I think we found the equivalent of the Melbourne Walk here. Looks like everyone's camped out waiting to see Charles leave. I don't think he's going to leave anytime soon, but you can hope. Let the night festivities begin, eh?
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like our mission now is to get to casino via all the Monaco street clubs that we come across. This one is number 3. It seems a bit more relaxed at the moment. Okay, we found number 4.
Alright, write you later. I might write you.
I can put in amongst it now. Well, there's another little party spot. On to the next. Bonjour! Yeah! She's a bit of a smaller party nonetheless. In any true area where you've got a lot of wealth, you find random shops. This random shop here, it's the front store of a retail outlet and they sell planes. What do you reckon, sir? What do we got here?
Oh, it looks like some really good planes. Well, that one has $3.5 million of upgrades. That's not even how much the plane costs.
Yeah, just in case you need to design your, what is it? Is this BBJ or is this a different one?
So
Airbus.
Airbus
Corporate Jet. There you go. Down here to finish off the night again. There we have it, Monaco Grand Prix. We're chilling here out the front of the Bugatti dealership. It's a nice place to be, isn't it?
Oh, it's insane. This whole place is insanity.
It's crazy. That pretty much brings us to the end of this journey here at Monaco. Fuck, we had it all. The money here is crazy, the vibes here are good. There's a lot to see and do at this track. The facility is a bit all over the place, it's a bit hard to navigate around, but you can't beat just being here at Monaco. I mean, look at the city backdrop here. It's like, you got to experience it once in your life. This year we did it. Will we be back next year? Who knows? But what we do know is we will be at another motorsport event somewhere in the world next week or the week after. So I can't wait to see you then on our next automotive experience. Peace.